In a dramatic series of events that unfolded on January 26, 2025, diplomatic relations between the United States and Colombia faced a serious test. The controversy began when Colombian President Gustavo Petro refused to allow two U.S. military aircraft, carrying deported Colombian nationals, to land in Colombia. This decision, fueled by rising tensions over migration policies, prompted a swift and retaliatory response from U.S. President Donald Trump. The trigger, deportation flights denied the deportation of Colombian nationals from the United States, has long been a contentious issue, but the situation escalated significantly when President Petro instructed Colombian authorities to deny landing rights to the two U.S. planes. According to reports, the aircraft were carrying approximately 160 individuals, many of whom were undocumented migrants who had been apprehended in the U.S. This bold move by Petro was seen as a defiant stand against the U.S.'s increasingly stringent immigration enforcement measures. Trump's retaliation, tariffs and travel bans. In response, President Trump announced immediate economic and political measures against Colombia. These included a 25% tariff on all Colombian imports to the United States, a significant blow to Colombia's export-driven economy. Products such as coffee, flowers, and textiles, which make up a substantial portion of Colombia's exports, are now subject to these steep tariffs. Additionally, Trump imposed travel bans and visa revocations targeting Colombian government officials. In a press statement, Trump warned that these tariffs could double to 50% within a week if Colombia did not reverse its stance and accept the deported individuals. President Petro's response, planes of his own facing the economic and political fallout of Trump's actions, President Petro took a conciliatory yet bold approach. In a public address, he expressed concern over the treatment of Colombian nationals in the U.S. but stated that Colombia would not escalate the conflict further. To demonstrate goodwill, he offered to use his presidential plane to repatriate the deported individuals back to Colombia. Petro's gesture was aimed at mitigating the impact of Trump's measures while asserting Colombia's sovereignty. Petro's decision to send his planes not only diffused the immediate crisis but also sent a strong message about his commitment to protecting Colombian citizens, even in the face of international pressure. Economic implications for Colombia. The tariffs imposed by the U.S. could have severe economic consequences for Colombia. The United States is Colombia's largest trading partner, and any disruption to this relationship is likely to ripple through the Colombian economy. Exports of coffee, a signature Colombian product, are particularly vulnerable. Industry experts estimate that a 25% tariff could lead to millions of dollars in losses for Colombian exporters. Moreover, the potential for tariffs to escalate further, to 50%, as Trump has suggested, raises concerns about long-term damage to Colombia's economic stability. This uncertainty puts additional pressure on Petro's administration to find a resolution that balances national dignity with economic pragmatism. Broader implications for U.S.-Colombia relations. The incident underscores the fragile nature of U.S.-Colombia relations in the current geopolitical climate. While the two nations have historically enjoyed a strong partnership, particularly in areas such as trade, counter-narcotics efforts, and regional security, this latest episode highlights the strains that can arise from conflicting domestic priorities. For the United States, the episode is a stark reminder of the challenges involved in enforcing immigration policies. For Colombia, it is a moment of reckoning about the broader implications of its relationship with the U.S., particularly when national sovereignty and economic dependency collide. Conclusion: a delicate balance as the situation develops. Both leaders face critical choices. President Trump's hardline approach underscores his administration's commitment to strict immigration enforcement, but it also risks alienating a key ally in Latin America. For President Petro, the challenge lies in navigating the economic and political fallout of this confrontation while maintaining Colombia's dignity on the international stage. Ultimately, the resolution of this crisis will hinge on the ability of both leaders to find common ground. Until then, the world watches as these two nations work to reconcile their differences in the face of mounting tensions.